You've got a tune to KEXP. We're listener-powered radio at 90.3 FM in Seattle. You can find us streaming around the world at KEXP.org. And we've got a band in studio today from halfway around the world. It's Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever. We have been loving your music for so long now, and it's great to have you finally here in Seattle. Welcome.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Cheryl.
You look great here in our studios at KEXP, and I can't wait to hear what you sound like live. Why don't you take it away?
Reached out for the prize, tripped over my knees, fell right back to the Antipodes, clean slate. I was waiting at the dock of the bay for another cargo ship to take me away. Caught all my losses, start again in Bombay, clean slate. In the rain, I was waiting in vain, winding clean. Slate down with tears, scorched earth for 10,000 years, son. Got my eyes, got my neck, got my chain, got my checkbook, got my fingers and a toe. I've got nowhere left to go. Clean slate, 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 clean slate. Why the clean?
Definitely not disappointed. That was fantastic. Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever, live on KEXP. That song, Clean Slate from Talk Tight. That was the EP where we happily discovered you a couple of years ago. What's up next?
The next one's called French Press off our new EP.
Oh, I love this one.
beside a dirty canal. And I never felt better since I let it go. You find out who your friends are when the city's cold and you speak like a child. And I've been reading the French press, and I've been disconnected. Got the looks and I got all of the rest. It'll work out for the best. Brother, don't you know, brother, don't you know, the jealousy's a curse and what's worse is the silence. Strange, you're moving out of range. Runs over, the overflow. Well, nothing happens here, the time ticks slow. Well, the money walks and the hot air blows. In the same shirt, the same crack, the same window. Swinging from the French press, Fiona's changed her dress. Did you hear about trouble making you out? Did you hear about? I think I'm cutting out. Did you? I'm having trouble.
Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever live on KEXP. That sounds fantastic. It is so wonderful to finally hear these songs live that we've been enjoying for so long. Thank you so much again for coming in today.
Thanks, Cheryl. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. One of the first things I noticed when listening to the songs is how many voices there are. It's almost like a conversation in music, and it's cool to see the faces now behind those distinct voices. And I'm wondering, there's at least 3 of you singing, and so far in these first 2 songs, all at once in the same song, and again, like a conversation. Does that mean there's 3 of you writing songs?
Yeah.
Yes.
as they say in unison. I mean, how does that work since, you're all playing, it feels like a play, like a role in each of the songs that's very distinct?
I'm not sure. I think a lot of the songs we write, they're not necessarily us. They're sort of, there's, I guess they're fictional. So we sort of come at it and we sort of explain what the idea is, and then for a lot of the songs somebody will say, well, I'll do a verse as well, and I might do, like for that one we just played, that was Tom's song, and then I did the other person in the song's verse and cleared it with Tom, and he was happy with that, and then so I went and wrote the verse for it.
So it is like a little play.
I guess so, yeah. But it depends on the song. Sometimes it might just be a fully formed song that somebody brings to the table, and they sing all of it. It depends, I guess.
Speaking of fully formed, these are 2 EPs that you've released so far, but they're more like mini albums. There's so much music to enjoy in those. And I understand that you recorded those in the office of your rehearsal space by yourself. That's amazing.
Well, yeah, it was just the way we did the first one, and we thought we'd do the same for the second one, just recorded in the room that we practice. It's got a nice natural sound in that room, and a good friend of ours, Matt Chow, recorded the first one and could pull a good sound with the first recording, so we thought, let's do that again for the second one.
You all seem so in sync when you're playing together, and I've read that you've been friends for a long time. Some of you have even played in other projects, and it sounds like it's friends first and foremost, and you'll see where this music thing goes, and it seems to be going pretty well.
Yeah, it's going well. We're actually, Fran and I are related, and Tom and Joe are brothers. So we've been knowing each other for quite a long time.
Wow, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This is a 5-piece group, and so a lot of connections in this band. How long has this project been going?
I think 4 years, from the bedroom and now to this. It sort of evolved quite a lot, but I think about 4 years ago we started putting together songs and might have played our first show. But it started pretty slowly.
You're from Melbourne, and so many bands in the past few years had a spotlight shown on them outside of Australia. But my guess is there's a lot of great bands there, that the music scene is really vibrant, that just haven't had their time out of the country yet. What is it like for you playing music there and growing up there and going out to see music?
It's a good time.
Privilege, yeah.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be able to be part of it. And it's always good to know that there's pretty much a great band playing almost every night. And it's a really inclusive scene over there, so everyone looks after each other.
We always look out when we see Melbourne, a band from Melbourne. We think we'll probably be hearing something great, and you're no exception. Tonight you're playing at Barboza here in Seattle. Highly recommend that. And the French Press out on Sub Pop Records. Is there a plan for another record? And I'm curious what the vision for that is.
Yeah, we're honing the vision at the moment.
I was pretty much going to say that, yeah. Well, these first 2 EPs, they were more sort of collections of singles, really. There was the first one, we just thought, let's just record a bunch of our tracks, and there was no thought of a collection. It was just let's just get the best ones and put them in. And then the second one, we didn't quite have enough for an album yet, but we wanted to just get an EP out there. But yeah, we're really excited we're sort of starting to write the first album proper, and we're talking about making it not a concept album exactly, but there's going to be a bit of a theme behind it. We're sort of midway through it at the moment, hoping to record it later this year, maybe August.
All right, we'll look forward to that. We're live in the KEXP studios with Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever. Tonight they're playing at Barboza. Highly recommend that show, and more music.
Sure.
Song called Sick Bug.
Take me back. She touched my leg. I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you. I want to see the sun on
Lots of guitars. I love that. Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever, live here in the KEXP studios. Tonight they're playing at Barboza here in Seattle.
Thanks. This one's called With or With You.
Setback, bank loan blown out, red flag in the yard. All the burnt kerosene and the time in between. The loud chit chat in the dark. You were sitting on a chair, pretty girl with no hair, and you're now my stare, yeah. Then you said, all the paintings are losing all their color. Donna, do you wanna take them all down to the ground?
Was it Lily that changed your point of view? Oh, your pretty face is curling up in anger. Just keep in mind, my darling, I did it all for you. And I was sitting in my lair, working on my stair, trying to make our dreams come true. And I wonder what's the use when you're pointing at that noose and you're looking at me that way. Okay. Long night, half right, get straight, talk it out. Long night, half right, get straight, help me.
I love it. Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever, live on KEXP. That's from the Talk Tight EP. They've got another new EP called The French Press. I just recommend them both. Thank you again so much. It's so wonderful to have you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Cheryl, it's a pleasure.
Check them out tonight at Barboza. It's Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever, live on KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at KEXP.org.